Saturday, June 3rd, 2023, morning edition. Please pardon any visual and informational inaccuracies in this entirely AI-generated video. First, this day in history.
713. The Byzantine Emperor Philippicus is blinded, deposed, and sent into exile by conspirators of the Opsikian army in Thrace. He is succeeded by Anastasius II, who begins the reorganization of the Byzantine army. 1602. An English naval force defeats a fleet of Spanish galleys and captures a large Portuguese carrack at the Battle of Sesimbra Bay. 1621. The Dutch West India Company receives a charter for New Netherland. Today's obituaries.
Mohammed Afzarul Amin, 71, Bangladeshi politician, MP since 2009, and Minister of Primary and Mass Education, 2008-2013, lung cancer. Nitin Gopi, 39, Indian actor and television director, Hara Hara Mahadeva, Tamil Kadavul Murugan, heart attack. Michael Kostarakos, 67, Greek military officer, Chief of the General Staff, 2011-2015, and Chairman of the European Union Military Committee, 2015-2018. Willie Marshall, 91, Canadian ice hockey player, Hershey Bears, Toronto Maple Leafs, Baltimore Clippers. Marcus Plantin, 77, British television producer and director, The Two Ronnies, The Two of Us. Death announced on this date. And now on to today's news. Business news.
He makes over $25 million USD from the first day of Adidas Yeezy restocks. Hype beast. The AI summary of this story. Kanye West's fallout with Adidas did not diminish the popularity of his Yeezy releases, with the sportswear brand recently announcing the resumption of sales and the donation of part of the proceeds to organizations supporting those groups offended by the artist. Adidas has released one of 3 drops, with the first release already generating $170.5 million and yielding West $25.58 million in royalties from the 15% stake that he holds.
What it was like to work closely with Elizabeth Holmes at Theranos. Business Insider. The AI summary of this story. TBWA Chiat Day's former Chief Creative Officer Patrick O'Neill worked with Theranos' disgraced CEO Elizabeth Holmes. In a recent interview, he shared his experiences working with the company. One of the key things he noted was that they built the brand in stealth mode due to the nature of the technology they were developing. He also said that he believed that the secrecy was part of working with companies that are developing groundbreaking technologies. Science News.
Wild study shows everything in the universe will eventually evaporate. Science alert. AI summary of this story. New research suggests that a steep slope in the curvature of space-time could mimic Hawking radiation, which means that the universe could be evaporating slowly. Previously, Hawking radiation was thought to be limited to black holes, but this research suggests that it could be common in the universe. Astrophysicists from Radboud University in the Netherlands discovered that, in addition to the well-known Hawking radiation, there is also a new form of radiation.
What makes us human? Primate genome study offers some clues. Reuters. AI summary of this story. A new study analyzing the genomes of 233 primate species has uncovered genetic traits unique to humans and refined the timeline of when our lineage split from that of chimpanzees and bonobos. While humans don't have the greatest genetic diversity, as previously thought, researchers found unique genetic variations that influence brain function and development. The study also provided insights into the potential to use primate genomes to predict disease-causing genetic mutations in humans.
Now a poem about today's science news. Oh, what a wild study doth science show, that everything in the universe will go. Like dew upon the grass in morn's fair light, all shall evaporate and vanish from sight. And yet, amidst this universal dearth, we humans strive to understand our worth. A primate genome study doth give a clue to what makes us more than monkeys in the zoo. Our DNA close to those of apes we find, but in our minds doth lie a deeper kind, a spark of soul that makes us boldly go, where no mere animal can ever know. So let us ponder on this wild report, and seek to know ourselves of what we're wrought. Health news.
AI identified these 5 types of heart failure in new study. Interesting to differentiate. Fox News. The AI summary of this story. Researchers from the University College London have identified 5 distinct types of heart failure using machine learning. The goal is to predict the prognosis for the different kinds and to help doctors better understand the onset and progression of symptoms in each type, with the aim of better communicating this information to patients. The 5 types are early onset, late onset, atrial fibrillation, metabolic, and cardiometabolic, classified based on common risk factors such as age, disease history, diabetes, and obesity.
Woman who refused tuberculosis treatment is in custody months after an arrest warrant was issued. Yahoo! Voices. AI summary of this story. A Washington state woman identified as VN who repeatedly refused to isolate or take medication for tuberculosis has been arrested and detained in a negative pressure room at Pierce County Jail more than 3 months after a rare civil arrest warrant was issued. Entertainment news.
U.S. court to hear challenge over Prince Harry's visa following drug revelations. CNN. AI summary of this story. Conservative think tank, the Heritage Foundation, is suing the U.S. government to unseal Prince Harry's U.S. immigration records following evidence of drug use revealed in his recent book. The case is due to be heard on the 6th of June in the U.S. District Court for the District of Columbia. And the think tank argues that the records are of immense public interest. The original request for Harry's records was rejected, but the Heritage Foundation has filed an amended complaint under the Freedom of Information Act demanding their release, questioning whether Harry's immigration status should be reconsidered based on past admissions of drug use.
Dr. Drew Ayers, gossip columnist's wild anti-vax conspiracy about Jamie Foxx, the Daily Beast. AI summary of this story. Actor Jamie Foxx's mysterious medical emergency in April has led to false conspiracy theories claiming he was partially paralyzed and blind due to the COVID-19 vaccine. While Foxx's family has not commented on his condition, conspiracy theorists have speculated about his condition amid reports of bizarre behavior prior to his hospitalization. Gossip columnist AJ Benza furthered the rumors appearing on Ask Dr. Drew and claiming Foxx developed a blood clot in his brain after receiving the vaccine. The rumor has been baselessly linked to Foxx's alleged meltdown while filming Back in Action in Atlanta. Several studies have found no link between COVID-19 vaccines and strokes.
Shark Tank's Damon John seeks restraining order against former contestants. New York Post. AI summary of this story. Shark Tank investor Damon John is seeking a temporary restraining order against 3 former contestants who he partnered with on the show. John hopes to stop Al Bubba Baker, his daughter Brittany, and his wife Sabrina from speaking publicly about their business agreement after the family took to social media to criticize John for what they called a nightmare experience since he invested in their Bubba Q's boneless baby back ribs business. A New Jersey federal judge dismissed the case without prejudice over jurisdictional issues, and John has since filed an amended complaint accusing the Bakers of conducting a willful and malicious smear campaign against him.
Now a poem about today's entertainment news. Oh, how the court doth hear of Harry's visa, once so dear, but now, with drug revelations nigh, his fate doth hang as time goes by. And on the gossip columnist's tongue, a wild conspiracy is sung against Jamie Foxx, a tale so bleak that truth and lies doth seem to leak. But hark, the tank of sharks doth rage as Damon John doth seek to wage a battle fierce against contestants past, and seek a restraining order fast. Oh, how these stories doth unfold, in news and tales so oft retold, but as we read let us beware of the truth behind the drama there. Now, a silly joke or two to lighten the mood after all the heavy stuff.
Our wedding was so beautiful, even the cake was in tears. The biggest knight at King Arthur's round table was circumference. He acquired his size from eating too much pie. Hope you enjoyed today's artificial intelligence-generated news digest. For more, please like, subscribe, hit the bell button to activate notifications, and make sure to tune in next time. Stay safe and healthy. Cheers.